Live from the studios at Brigham Young University, the award-winning 11 News at Noon starts now.
I'm Commanderson live at City Hall. Tax delays? Why Provo locals won't be seeing more at the register just yet.
Local refugees, families from war-torn countries all over the world are finding safety right here in Utah.
And we are what we hear. A BYU study shows how the lyrics you listen to can affect the way you see yourself. I'm Emily Swenson.
And I'm McCall Mishler. Welcome to 11 News at Noon. Shoppers in Provo won't be seeing prices go up when they're checking out, at least for a little while longer.
It's only a penny for every $10, but officials from the mayor's office say the tax is delayed. The Provo Recreation and Parks tax, also known as the RAP tax, that should have gone into effect last week, will now move to July. Let's go now downtown where 11 News reporter Kim Anderson is reporting live. Kim, why the delay?
Mayor John Curtis says he's taking the rap for this one. In the meantime, retailers and sales tax collectors will use these next 3 months to reboot computers in order to prepare for the changes coming in July. Live downtown, Kim Anderson, 11 News.
Kim, has the city fixed the problem?
Yeah, so yes and no. Everything has been filed in order for the tax to go into effect in July, but as far as the lost 3 months, there's not much they can do about that.
All right, thanks, Kim.
Living without basics like running water, fresh food, and a warm bed is the reality for many refugees. But one group right here in Utah is trying to change that. 11 News reporter Jalen Bowen went to Catholic Community Services to take a look at what they are doing to help.
War and other disasters have forced over 20 million.
Utah can accept 1,200 new refugees in 2016, and over half of those coming are under the age of 18. 11 News reporter Alex Birch explored the experiences of these student refugees in Utah. So Alex, what's the transition like for these kids?
It's normal for a kid to be nervous on their first day of school, but refugee children feel more than just first day jitters when they come to study here. Refugee students have to go to a school where everything is different from what they've known at home.
Student refugees from all over the world come to the Tumaini.
Tumaini is a 2-week program that helps students from countries like Somalia, Iraq, and Congo.
So Alex, has there been an increase in attendance recently?
The number of students at Tumaini has been steadily growing, with this year's enrollment hitting its all-time high at 255 students.
Wow, thanks Alex.
A judge's dismissal of a lawsuit opens the door for another move in the Susan Hunt case. She could not appeal an order requiring her to accept a $900,000 settlement unless a judge dismissed a second lawsuit. That happened yesterday. The mother of the man killed by Saratoga Springs police officers now has a month to decide if she'll appeal the settlement. And family and friends welcomed home Joseph Empey, one of the LDS missionaries injured in the Belgium attacks. His father says Empey is improving but still in pain, so he will continue treatment in his hometown. The LDS Church released both Empey and his former missionary companion, Mason Wells, from their calls, but Wells is still recovering at University Hospital.
There's no end in sight for road construction in Utah County. The Utah Department of Transportation just announced its top projects for the coming year. UDOT is widening I-15 to 6 lanes in each direction between 100 and 23rd South in Draper and Route 92 in Lehigh. Construction's already underway and completion is scheduled for fall of this year. Just across the Utah County border, UDOT will widen US 189 on the east side of Deer Creek Reservoir. Officials expect the project to be done by the end of the summer. Surprising research shows discouraging numbers regarding rape kit submissions in Utah. Let's go now live to 11 News reporter Brooke Porter, who just got out of the press conference. Brooke, what are the numbers and what do they mean?
Yeah, McCall, BYU nursing professor Julie Valentine found that 62% of rape kits in Utah are never submitted. This comes in a state where the number of sexual assaults are significantly higher than the national average. This means that not only are those offenders not being prosecuted for the assaults, but it also means that it's costing the state of Utah over $720,000 to create these kits and then never use them. Valentine's research shows that the odds of submission increase by 46% if the victim is a male and increase by 25% if it's suspected that drugs facilitated the assault. The odds of submission decrease by 22% if the victims used drugs prior to the assault and decrease by 17% if the victim is mentally or physically impaired. And finally, it decreases by 16%
This is a community effort.
if the victim
And yesterday
knew the
was our
victim.
Start by Believing Day. Start by Believing is something we need to talk about, not just yesterday, but throughout the year. And that is removing the focus on victim behavior and victim blaming and looking at the perpetrators of the sexual violence.
Valentine says that these numbers and her research represent an inequality in justice and that justice needs to be given to these victims. She says that it should be mandated that all these kits be submitted no matter what once they're created. In Provo, Brooke Porter, 11 News.
So Brooke, are there circumstances where kits do not need to be submitted?
Yeah, good question, McCall. Valentine said that her opinion on that exact question actually changed after her research. She said that she now believes that no matter the circumstances, the rape kits should be submitted for the justice of the victims and the safety of the public.
Okay, interesting. Thanks, Brooke.
If you're leaving on a jet plane overseas, you'll need more than just your luggage. 11 News reporter Courtney Ellsworth met with the Utah County Health Department to find out how a vaccine shortage affects travelers.
Good news for people who hate needles, bad news for international adventurers. The CDC says there is a shortage of yellow fever serum in medical facilities nationwide. It's currently not available in the Utah County Health Department. Still no word on when the manufacturers will be able to make more of the medicine. Emily McCall?
I'm not traveling out of the country anytime soon. You going anywhere fun?
No, me neither, so I guess
No needles for us.
This is fine for me.
Yep,
I like
love
needles
it.
anyways. When 11 News at Noon continues. Staying positive, a new study takes a look at how music can affect body image.
And seeking a suspect. New evidence in Brussels has the police on the trail of a potential bomber. Stay with us.